Good morning, everybody. It is meteorology and weather forecast, and welcome back to Tropical Update, guys. This is now going to be an update on Tropical Depression Barry now, so it has weakened into Tropical Depression like expected. So there isn't really huge issues with the wind, but we do have a lot of new updates though, because we are having huge issues for flooding, and it's going to bring tropical downpours for much of the south, and also going to bring in some flooding issues for the Memphis area, for the Tennessee area, a lot of flooding for the Mississippi River still. We are still having some power outages, so we have a lot of new updates, even though it has already made landfall and is a tropical depression already. But we are still going to have some huge issues with the rainfall and some winds, and also with some tornadoes too. So if you guys want to know if you guys are going to be impacted by any of these, if you guys want to tell anybody or share this video to anybody you know that can have flooding issues, go ahead. But guys, before we get to the video, please do not forget to like and subscribe to my channel. I want to thank you for 1.3k subscribers. It really means a lot. But guys, if you guys want to know all the new updates, stay tuned. Alright, as you can tell, we are going to be looking at the National Weather Service first. So we do not have any tropical storm warnings, no storm surge warnings, none of those things there, because we have a tropical depression terrain in Arkansas now. It has made landfall, or it's gone into Arkansas last night. It's moving a lot more faster, guys. So it's kind of good now that it's moving a bit faster, since the rain will then moving to the northeast, and we are starting to have some sunny skies today for some New Orleans areas. We're gonna have some sunny skies for southwestern Louisiana by the end of the day, guys. So yeah. So as you can tell, we do not have any of those huge issues there, but we do have the flash flood watches here in effect for a lot of areas, in effect for Morgan City, New Orleans, Tupelo, Mississippi, Memphis, and Jackson area, and then for the southeastern part of Missouri, southern part of Illinois, and southwestern Kentucky. So again, a widespread area of huge flooding issues. And for Memphis, they will be getting huge bands. Guys, the reason is we have this is we're going to have a lot of tropical downpours, a lot of rain for the same areas that are going to be getting affected, guys. So they're going to get a lot of rain in the same areas. So as you can tell, also we do have some flood warnings in the bright green colors. That's in effect for some areas in southern Louisiana, in effect for parts of the southern part of Mississippi, and also the western part of Mississippi too. And then we also do have flash flood warnings in effect for the south central Louisiana area, because we are really going to have very strong storms here. You guys are going to see the radar in just a couple seconds here. But again, we do have huge issues there. So guys, like I said earlier a couple seconds ago, that we are having a lot of heavy rain for the same exact areas for a very long time. As you can tell, we are going to have very strong storms for south central Louisiana and for the southern part of Mississippi, and these storms are going to stay there for a very long time. And then we also are having very strong storms for the Tupelo area, moving to Alabama very, very slowly. And then we are having huge flooding issues out here for the Missouri area. And then we are having these outer bands start to affect for the Memphis area and for the Nashville area. But again, these storms are not moving to the east, really. They're staying in the west. They are moving to the east, but very, very slowly. So that's why we are having a very tropical heavy rain here, some downpours for the same area. So that's why we could still have 6 inches left of rain. But again, it's still moving very slowly, but it is still going to move to the east. So we can have Birmingham in there for some rain there, and then we will have again this heavy rain for the south central part of Louisiana, near the Baton Rouge area. And then for the Jackson, Mississippi area, we'll be getting some heavy rain very soon. They're just getting some light rain right now, and they'll get some huge outer bands. And this is where we have flash flood warnings, again, for south central Louisiana. They're going to get one of the heaviest parts. So now that we checked that out, we're going to be looking at the 5-day graphical tropical weather outlook. Here's Barry out here for the northwestern part of Arkansas. Again, it is moving really fast now. It was moving very slow as it made inland for Louisiana, but now it's going to be moving rapidly now to the mid-Atlantic, to the northeast, so we could have it bringing some more rain here, and then finally some sunny conditions for the southern Gulf. So Barry is now at 25 miles per hour, guys. So again, it's weakened a lot since last night. It's weakened almost 20 miles per hour, guys. It's really weakened. And now to that central pressure has not really changed a lot. Still at 1,007 millibars. The weather channel does show 1,008 millibars, so I just believe it just has to update to 1,008 millibars. And then it is moving again really fast now at 12 miles per hour to the north. So it is going to be going straight up north for a little bit longer. So it went like this. It's going to go straight up north. And then at that point, once it gets close to Jefferson City, it will be taking that turn to the northeast. Not that sharp of a turn. It's going to go straight up north and then take a turn like this, most likely, or like this, and then go like this. So that is kind of what it's looking like there for Barry to go and affect many other areas in the Midwest and the Northeast. So now we're going to be looking at the satellite imagery. So as you can tell, we're going to be looking for the southern part though. So we do see the sun finally coming up for the western part of Louisiana, finally having the sun there. And we could see some partly cloudy conditions for the Shreveport area and for southern Arkansas, because we are having these clouds start to be less dense. But we are going to have huge cloud covers still for the New Orleans area. And also huge cloud covers right here. You can see just very dense fog there, and also really thick clouds. So you're not going to be seeing the sun here for today for the Jackson area, because we are having again these outer bands, these strong bands covering these areas like we just saw over here. We do have this strong rain for the Mississippi area and border of Louisiana. And then we are going to have this dense cloud cover where we do have those multi-cell storms. So that's that. But now we're going to be focusing as we go more into the Arkansas area. So we are having some cloud cover for the Tulsa area. But again, let me move this right here. So we are having, again, very dense clouds here for the Jackson area, and for the Tupelo area, starting to get some dense clouds. They will be getting some strong bands. Memphis was partly cloudy earlier today, but now they're getting these misty weather here and light drizzle for the Memphis area right here. So Memphis will be getting some strong rain very soon. Little Rock is getting some partly cloudy weather, because they're not going to be as dense clouds like in Jackson, because it is just moving like this. The most dense areas you will see in the Arkansas area will be up to the northwest, as that's where the center of it is. But the rain's going to be to the east of the major area. So here's what Barry is, the center of it, but it's going to bring in some heavy rain, some heavy bands to the east of it. So now that I explained that, now we'll be looking at the Conan timing. This has not changed a lot. Here it is. This was not updated right now, so it is currently right here, but this is just not updated. But again, it's going to be getting to a subtropical depression very soon. By 1 p.m. Tuesday, it will be getting very close to St. Louis, and then taking this turn like this, potentially affecting the Ohio Valley, bringing some potentially flooding rain. Nothing much to really look at that there. Now we're going to be looking at the tracks. So the tracks, again, have not really updated a lot, though, but they are still very accurate for now, because it is, again, for the northwestern part, more to the western part of Arkansas, looking like it's going to go through much of St. Louis. Much of the models are showing it going straight through St. Louis here. As you can tell, this is where the cone's looking like it's going to be. So if you're in St. Louis, you can see a lot of heavy rain for the next couple of days. Could go through Aurora, Illinois, Indianapolis. Potentially, at this point, when it gets right here the next 3 days, that's where the models start to split up, because, again, it's so very hard to show in the next 4 to 5 days. And again, some models they even show it stopping right here as it just becomes a subtropical depression and remnants of Barry. Again, it could potentially hit the Rhode Island area, the New England area, and just potentially bring us some flooding rain. So now we're going to be looking at the rainfall totals. Rainfall totals have decreased. This has been updated. As you can tell, no more rain. Looking for New Orleans, we could have some drizzle, maybe up to an inch right here. There's New Orleans. And then we could see 2 to 4 inches for southern Louisiana with these strong bands that are moving right this. So we are going to have up to 2 to 4 inches. Additionally, not going to have a lot more rain for Jackson. Tupelo, not going to get much rain with these strong bands. But the southern part of Louisiana could get up to 4 to 6 inches still left to go, which is still a lot of rain, especially in the coastal areas right here that have had a lot of flooding issues. So they're going to have a lot of more rain. So as we go more to the north, obviously we're going to have more totals, because it is right here. Again, the rain will be east of where Barry is. So, because remember, Barry's right here. Let me do this a little bit better. So we're going to have heavy rain right here. Barry's more like right here. So it is going to be bringing the rain to the east of where Barry really is. So it's going to bring up to 4 to 6 inches for Little Rock and for part of northwestern part of Tennessee. Where we could see the most rain, and actually Memphis now is going to get 4 to 6 inches as they got much of the rain last night. But we are going to have some areas, small areas in the Arkansas and Tennessee area that can get up to 10 inches still additionally, because we are going to have this slow-moving storm start to speed up a little bit, so we're not going to have up to 15 inches like we did with the areas in the Southern Gulf. So again, it's going to be speeding up, but still going to bring in some huge rains as the bands itself aren't going to be moving up fast. It's Barry that's moving fast at 12 miles per hour, not the bands. The bands will be staying here for a very long time, as we saw on the radar. And that was actually the past 2 hours. That was the past 2 hours showing you how slow it's moving. So now we're going to be looking at the flash flood risk. It has not changed a lot. It has updated, but it has not changed a lot. So again, we are going to have this slight chance, which is 10% chance for Houston, for parts of the Gulfport area, and even parts of the Tupelo, Nashville, and Frankfort, and Kentucky can all have a 10% chance. And then we could actually have a moderate chance, which is a bit better of a chance, not a huge chance, though, 20% chance for the Jackson area, for Little Rock, for Memphis. So much of the Mississippi River will be at a moderate chance, even for New Orleans, so at a moderate chance. But we are going to have the very high chance, which is 50% chance or more for these areas that are getting these strong bands right now, and we'll be getting them for a very long time. Again, we're not really going to see huge flooding threats right here for western Louisiana, as they are getting the sun right now. They're going to be getting the sun, which is very good. But again, that's what it's looking like here for the flood threat. Now we're going to be looking at the power outages that we have so far in the United States. Of course, Louisiana is the worst right now. We're not going to have any power outages really. Or we're going to have some power outages for Arkansas, but not a huge amount because, again, the winds have decreased, but again, the rain could cause cars to hit power lines and all that. But we only have 2,000 power outages in Arkansas out of about 1,500,000. So, but for Arkansas, that's where, or for Louisiana, we actually have up to 46,000 people out here without power still. So we have actually only 104 people tracked in this county. Only 25 that have no power. And then we still have St. Mary. St. Mary actually got affected really, really bad, and they still have a majority of the county without power. We have 19,000 people tracked, and up to 7,000 people are out. Just less than 50% chance. And then for the county over Iberia, has 34,000 people tracked and 13,000 out. So again, it's the majority of the power outages are where Category 1 Barry made its direct landfall, which is right here. Let me choose a different color. I always do the wrong color. So this is where we're going to have the worst power outages. And it seems like we do have some couple power outages right here too for the northeastern part of Louisiana too. So let me switch colors now as we go up here. So now we're going to be looking at the radar for you guys can tell. Now that we saw the past and the present radar, now we're going to be looking at the future. So if we go in the future, we are going to have very, very heavy rain now. We're going to have some partly cloudy conditions for Memphis later on, because the rain showers will be moving just to the west, but we will have some some huge thunderstorms moving just directly below it. These are the strong thunderstorms that have caused for the flood watches there and for the flash flood warnings. That's why we do have those in effect. And then we could have some very, very strong storms, potentially tornadoes right here for the Houston area. Again, that's why we will have soon have some tornado warnings. And then it should go up to the north rapidly as it does move faster as the days go on. And then it should bring in some rainy conditions, some severe weather too for the southeast as the days go on, and can cause some flooding. So guys, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please do not forget to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel, guys. I would really, really appreciate it if you guys did that. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this update. I'm gonna have a double upload today, but I'm not gonna do an update on Barry. This was gonna be the last update on Barry. I'm gonna have basically a U.S. forecast coming out maybe at 3 o'clock or 2 o'clock. Again, my sister has volleyball today, so I just need to choose. But you guys, it's gonna be in the afternoon. So guys, enjoy your day and stay safe.